stress up the groove. The energy a little different when the blessings accrue. Hey, who you talking to? Just know I ain't no regular fool. Could be anything in the world, but
My grandmother actually was a surgical nurse at Monrovia Hospital, and which is, I think, Monrovia Community Health Center now on Jasmine. And yeah, that was Monrovia Hospital. She was a nurse there. And my grandfather worked downtown. And so there was always a juggling of us kids. But I had this memory that I would take a taxi cab to preschool. And my preschool was behind, I think it's the First Baptist Church, across from the post office. So right there, like on Ivy and Palm.
Okay.
And it seemed odd to me, the memory. And so, sometimes our memories are clouded by other things. And so I called my mom and I said, hey, fact check, which was a thing for us. And I ran that down to her and she goes, oh, yeah. Well, Grandma didn't always have a car to take you to preschool. And I was like, y'all sent me in a taxi cab to preschool?
And it was just you?
Yeah. Wow. And I don't know if it was the same taxi driver, I don't know, but I remember sitting out on the porch with my little metal lunchbox waiting for the taxi and going to preschool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was like half a mile. I don't know.
I love that. But I just like that it was that community to where it was like, the taxi takes you to preschool.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine putting my son in an Uber to go to, the fourth grade.
Right, yeah.
That is, and so was your great grandpa was you said he was working downtown? Was it still Myrtle Street was downtown?
Oh, no, downtown Los Angeles.
Okay, got
so
it.
he would like leave and do the commute thing.
Yep.
So my grandma was here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was okay. So preschool in the cab.
Yeah. Lots of history.
That's kind of amazing. Yeah.
And J.C. Penney was down town, and it was, oh man, there's just so many memories, and which then was Fourth Dimension most recently, right? And it had the downstairs, and so that was where the fabrics were, and some of the you could go downstairs at J.C. Penney.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a J.C. Penney.
Jamie, do you know how many hours me and my friends have spent in Fourth Dimensions, before they closed it down? Like, that was the spot. Yeah. That was like, you go there, you play pool. Yeah. I think, was it Thursday night free pool or something like that? We had like our nights figured out. So we would always enjoy pool there. And that makes sense because the spot was huge. Yeah. So
it was a department store.
J.C. Penney's.
Yeah.
Amazing. So I want to know what the dance floor downstairs the Fourth Dimension was like.
Yeah, so much history. And I was actually born at Santa Teresita.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. I've never met anyone else who was.
I live right behind it.
Okay.
So I'm familiar, but I think,
I was born there.
So I've been there since 89, or my family's been there since 89. And I think that was right around the time it stopped being a full hospital and kind of started to downsize, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't know. But
I just liked waking up to the bells, to hearing the church organ, and it's like, wow, this is cool. Or on the hour, they'll hit the alarm or whatever. Yeah. That's so cool. You've seen such a lot of growth here in the city. For you, did you stay here through high school, junior high school, all that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my mom went to the high school, my brother and I went to the high school, and then my son went to the high school as well. And so we're all Wildcat alumni. And so when my mom and her sister and my uncle went there, at the beginning it had been MAD, so for Monrovia, Arcadia, and Duarte. And then I think while my mom was there, it transitioned to just Monrovia, Duarte. And then obviously by the time I was there in 84 to 88, it was just Monrovia High.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was the vibe like at that time? Because I remember I loved my high school years. It was just amazing. Was it a fun high school? Was it I know it was just a different moment.
So different than when my son went there. But, quite honestly, in high school, I was already struggling with my own problems and trying to figure out how to just be okay.